Hey everyone, this is Joseph Lester with Otaku USA Magazine, and this is our first crack at doing a Let's Play, Otaku USA Plays. So for the first one, I'm doing the audio after, because, I don't know, I didn't have the mic hooked up while I played, and then I watched some of the play, and I was like, well, it's not that great to actually just watch some mute person play through a game that you've never seen before, or if you've seen it, I don't know. Maybe not, because I picked a new one, and it's XSEED Games' release of Touhou Scarlet Curiosity in the Touhou series, it was originally released on PC, and it just came out on PS4. I should probably check if it's actually out yet, because I got an early copy. But yeah, I thought I'd go into this one blind and just see what's what. I know a little bit about Touhou games. I know that there's lots of bullet hell stuff, and I'm okay at bullet hell, I guess. I had a friend who used to play a ton of shooters, like arcade shooters and like cave shooters and stuff like that, so I have a little bit of experience with them, and it's that mixed with like action RPG elements. So as you can see, I kind of just like skip through a lot of these story parts here to get to the meat, and I don't know if you want to read this, but yeah, you're probably not going to be able to, so that's okay. So yeah, after the intro, you kind of just get right into it and go outside of the castle and start slashing, and at first I was like, I should look up the controls, but I realized that they're always there. So yeah, you never have to kind of wonder about what you're supposed to do, what buttons to press. But it's really straightforward. It's like, you have like a slash attack, and I'm equipping sharp nails, which I just found very handy. And yeah, you can shoot your magic beam, and you can swap out that skill, I guess, the triangle skill, for a number of different items. Yeah, the actual, I don't know, I felt like the layout of the HUD and everything is kind of screamed PC game to me, which is fine. I don't play many PC games, but you can just kind of tell this game's origins just by looking at it. But it's not a bad looking game. And it's really easy to pick up, so I don't know, I was kind of worried that my first playthrough would be a little embarrassing, because I've never played this game before, but it's not too bad until later. So sit tight, because it gets bad. So yeah, try to keep the boring equipment and menu stuff to a minimum for this first turn. Here I am tinkering with like the skill slots. And you find items and skills pretty regularly from what I've seen. In just the first area, I found a ton of different nail weapons and stuff to add to your potential skills, and you can swap out I don't know, I experiment a little bit with skills, but I kind of like that laser so much that I end up sticking with it the majority of the time. You'll probably notice in this play that I'm sure a lot of people are like this, but I have the habit of just searching every single nook and cranny on the map, and maybe it's kind of annoying if you just want to, run through. But this isn't a speed run. This is a good old-fashioned Let's Play. And if enough people want me to keep playing Scarlet Curiosity, I will continue. I mean, I plan on continuing anyway, so I might as well capture the streams. And we'll see if this format works better. I don't know, it's kind of weird to comment on a game after you've played it. It's not like I was sitting there mumbling to myself while I was playing the first time, but it's weird to go back and be like, oh, look what I did there. So yeah, these mushroom dudes are kind of tough at first. They take a few more hits than your little dolls and dogs and whatnot, but nothing too challenging in the first area. I think right there you'll see I just realized that you can jump and glide. You can actually do a move if you attack in the air. It'll do kind of like a ground slam. We got those hard nails. I don't know if I even could tell how much better they were, but you get a bunch of stuff, so it doesn't matter. Got Ramelia's favorite red scarf and a brooch. Yeah, I haven't really gotten a mic out and commented on things since I used to do podcasting, so it's been a while. It's kind of weird, but I think this series will be a lot of fun as we move on and move forward through it. I have some other games planned too, like I've been playing a lot of Attack on Titan. I don't think I'll start over for a stream. I think I'll just kind of be like, hey, look here, here's where I am, and just get into it from there. Like I'm probably like halfway through the game, so I don't know. Probably put up a spoiler warning if you want to go in fresh. And you know, there's also Attack on Titan spoilers to worry about. So, I don't know, are we past the statute of limitations on those at this point? Season 2 coming out in 2017, so I think we're and when the first season came out in like I don't know, like 1995. It feels like it's been a really long time. The speed of the internet has made Attack on Titan feel like the oldest series ever now. So yeah, I've got that. Could play God Eater too. I'm kind of enjoying that one. I know that's like, I don't know how much fun that would be to watch a stream of. People might get annoyed at me because I'm not very good at it. They might get annoyed at this too though. I'm not gonna promise like expert play of everything. So yeah, this whole first forest area goes on for a while, but I think we're getting to the meat of it now. Again, there's a lot of like me going back this way. What's over here? What'd I miss? As if I'm gonna find something like really special. You never know. I don't know. First time playing this game, so look, I found jars. Nothing in it, and nothing in it. See, I felt like the progression of leveling up in this game made you strong really fast in this first area. Getting a little more comfortable with my jump and glide. There's a little bit of a slam there. I should probably find out who does the music of this game, because it's pretty good. It reminds me of kind of like Super NES era RPGs. Ooh, red nails. See, I immediately got my interest piqued with those. They're purple, highlighted. Looks like they're pretty good. So I'm gonna put those right on. Got ambushed here. And yeah, so this was kind of cool. Like, they mix it up a little bit here visually. It turns into kind of like a side scroller. Very briefly. Yeah, I like the depth of field here, and I kind of wish, it makes me wish more, I mean, maybe more of the game is like this, but so far this is the only area I've run into. And I play for like, this part's like the first half hour. So yeah, clearly something is going down at this little lake area in front of us. And I'm gonna stop exploring and just like go there, try to read that. So this is the first, I guess it's a mini boss encounter, and the fact that it's not, it kind of gave me a false boost of confidence because it goes by really easily, and you'll see that kind of bite back at me when I fight the actual boss. Yeah, pretty easy. Learn a new skill. So yeah, I remember thinking immediately, I was like, God, I wish I'd explored more of that area to the right before I went on to fight that guy, but oh well. Missed out on probably a jar. So yeah, back in the mansion, a bunch of these fairy doll kind of enemies looming. Naturally, I must kill every single one of them. At least there's some kind of reward for it. Like, it's not, you know, a beat 'em up where I'm not leveling up or something. Yeah, I felt like at this point I was really getting the hang of it, and I don't know, it plays, the controls are pretty smooth in this game. So at this point I'm definitely digging it. You know, I didn't even notice until watching this that it has like the chapter titles up there on the pause screen. Probably helps to know where I'm at. Miss Patchouli. So yeah, read fast, enjoy this cutscene, dialogue scene. I think at this point I was kind of trying to make it so if you wanted to read this, you maybe could, if you really concentrate. So yeah, this is the first time you open up the world map. And of course I'm like, no, I want to go back to the library. Talk to Patchouli. So yeah, I'm glad I did that because that's where you save. So you have a couple options here, and I want to get up on top of that really badly. You have a couple options out on the map. As she just said, she named 2 locations, and so you could go to the Bamboo Forest or Ginbu Ravine. And I will go, no hesitation whatsoever, Bamboo Forest of the Lost. And unlike the last area, this is immediately kind of like a, not Lost Woods level maze, but just a maze, you know? Just a general action RPG maze. And you kind of just do your best to guess your way through it. There are a few guiding hints along the way, but other than that, I was just kind of hoping that I wouldn't get too lost. Yeah, that was when I realized I tried the other, I'd put that other skill on triangle, and I immediately didn't like it. I need that nice little laser. That I'm actually really bad at aiming with. Yeah, this is the first time they start throwing kind of these deadly little quadrants at you. So there's definitely a notice of a little more difficulty than the first stage, which is expected. Would have been pretty boring if I was just running around the way I was last time. God, that smack sound is so ruthless when you get hit. Just makes you feel bad. So yeah, sometimes I'm tempted to play kind of conservatively when I first encounter new enemies, you know, kind of hang back and shoot and dodge, really live up to the bullet hell gameplay, but I've also found that it's easier just to go in and whack the hell out of something. Although you will get punished sometimes. Yeah, so that's like kind of the super move. And it reminds me I should really keep track of the magic power I have, because once you use it, it's going to be a little bit before you're going to be able to do something like that again. And I will learn some hard lessons about that. I thought that was some kind of enemy at first. But nope, just on to more of this crazy bamboo forest of the lost, which earns its name, especially in this next part. Don't worry, I won't get too lost, I promise. Just a little bit. I keep checking, yeah, so you get a lot of, as you can see, a lot of sharp nails, hard nails, red nails, and a lot of them seem to be pretty worthless, especially if you've already equipped something stronger, so I'm not that excited about having an inventory full of crap. Maybe I can sell it at some point. And know, I kind of hate inventory management in games in general. Not very good at it. And if I do try and be good at it, then I'll just spend all day in a menu. It's the least exciting thing in the world. And it's definitely something I don't want to do for the stream. I think you'll all agree. Another thing that we'll decide on after we get a couple of these out is whether or not I'm going to be editing these in any way. Like, I don't know if some people want the full raw Let's Play experience, especially with, you know, a game like this, which might not be too long, I hope. And other people might want the interesting parts, which are always debatable. So I'll figure that out. We'll see what people like, and I'll just run with that because I want to do stuff that entertains you guys. And yeah, you can also tell me, you know, like what your format preferences are. Oh, here's one of those green guiding orbs. You'll see, kind of goes on and be like, go this way. Don't be stupid. Don't go up there. But yeah, let me know. I mean, you know, if you want video, I can make that happen. If you want like a little box of me looking annoyed playing a game, I won't look annoyed, I promise. But I can do that. I need to get a camera, but I'm doing all this on PS4 anyway, so it's pretty easy to just kind of like set it up however you want. So yeah, it might look like I almost know where I'm going here, but I'm really getting lucky. Especially coming up here, like I almost get a little lost, but I'm making okay progress, I think. At this point I was a little worried that this stage would just not be conducive to streaming because it's just a mess. And that's not to say it's really a poorly designed stage, it's just not... I'm not always that keen on just feeling my way through a bamboo forest. And I probably sound even less keen about it the next day at, you know, 9 a.m. Yeah, still for some reason fighting almost everything. Just want to level up. But we are almost at the boss. Just can't let that dog stay there. Can't let him live. This room looks like one that I would like to just wipe out. I can't remember if I do, but just looking at it now, I just want to get rid of all these guys right now. By the way, if I can figure out what I'm doing, I would love to stream some non-PS4 games. My setup right now, like I'm not a PC person, so I don't really have a good streaming rig. But I'd love to get some older games on here. I'm not gonna like start speedrunning NES games or anything, but I just wouldn't mind playing through some old stuff. You watch me die a bunch at Ninja Gaiden or something. Alright. I think I've almost found out where the end of this maze is, amazingly. Yep. So yeah, it's Wriggle. And this boss fight doesn't go so well. I'm not going to spoil anything, but you might get mad at my aiming skills. Just a word of warning. Immediately just trying to get this dude out of the way. Or lady, I didn't really catch who this was, besides being named Wriggle. See, they got some. This is the first time you see a really cool bullet hell style bullet pattern. So I'm into that. It reminds me, I recently played, is it called Fury? I'm gonna be, don't know if I remember the name of this game. That game on PS4, it's like kind of an indie game that mixes hand-to-hand combat with shmup style gameplay. I think that's what it's called, but if not, whatever. Yeah, Fury. I just looked it up. Whatever. I feel like turning my attention away from me missing all these shots a little bit. So yeah, you'll see a combination of poor health management and just impatience on my part, frustration with my aiming. So there are health pots around the arena. Yeah, you kind of need to know when to use them, when not to get in this person's face. We're both about equal right now in health, but yeah, I get impatient. I just want this to be over with. I want to show off my good plays. Don't have them. Just smacked in the back. Just took those face on. It's getting bad. And yeah, you can see this isn't going to go well. Look, I can't hit him. It's harder than it looks. I'll just tell you that. And that's it. First death of the run. Right back. So yeah, I decided to play a little safer this time around. Except for that. Take time to line up your shots. Kind of like get a little lead on them, so Wriggle doesn't run right past them, which happens a lot. Like that. That's what you want. Although I'm sure some professional Scarlet Curiosity player will come in here and tell me that's not what you want. That is exactly the opposite of what you want. You want to go in there and smack Wriggle in the face 100 times. The thrilling battle of missing shots. You'll notice I've actually saved my... I've managed to hold off and save my super. Oh yeah, trying a new spell here. That one just sounded cool. Just kind of took a guess. So yeah, as you can see, it's all about, like any kind of shmup-inspired action game, it's all about just getting used to the different attacks. So once you do, I mean, there's only about 8 things that Wriggle does. I just made that number up, but something like that. That was my good dodging. I think I was so close at this point, I was feeling that little burn of impatience. I just want to kill. Okay, almost there. Of course, the last hit's gonna take a while. Almost ate it. That would have made it for good streaming. And there we go. First boss down. And that is the first impression of Touhou Scarlet Curiosity. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. And hopefully you've enjoyed this stream. First time, so it's going to be kind of an experimentation. Like me sitting in here in front of this mic is definitely an experimentation. And we'll see how it goes. So yeah, go to otakuusamagazine.com for everything else to do with the magazine. Subscribe, get the issues, read the online articles, and hey, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. Do that, and there will be plenty more where this came from, and I promise it will get even better as we head back to Patchouli's library and save our game. Tip, always save your game. That's my big tip. Alright, well, I will see you next time.